Put that in your thumbnail.
Yeah. Welcome back to my midlife crisis, and I'm back with him. This guy. I'm super excited today.
Feels like you forgot my name.
No, you're Edward.
Okay, good.
Dr. Flo.
Dr. Flo.
Design on Instagram.
That's
I
right.
have not forgotten anything. You have been working hard.
Yes.
While I was away.
Yes.
And we are now today final fitting.
Final fitting.
Everything. We still got some paint to do, but we need to get everything ready to go and finalized.
The Lotus will find its final form today.
And today you are going to see the full finished version of the Lotus Emira GT4 race wing.
Did you say full finish?
Full finish.
Finish.
The finished
He
one.
meant finish, guys.
From Finland.
Just in case.
Yes. Edward's going to take us through all the customization, everything that he did, as we do the final assembly, and we get a final look at what the Lotus Emira GT4 race wing that we put together with a kind of a combination of Chinese parts.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Overseas
parts.
Overseas parts.
And the real Lotus Emira GT4 race parts that we had.
Here,
the wing risers. So this is a combination of real race car parts and aftermarket parts.
Right.
And you building and fabricating everything in the middle.
Yes.
So, you ready to get this thing together?
Yeah, let's show these
All right,
guys.
I'm excited, guys. All right, so last we left off, that was all silver. The chassis mounted wing and all that. So what did you do? Now it looks like one single black, wing riser.
Give it a second. I'm going to put a light on this for the people at home.
Yeah.
For the slightly impaired. So this is where we're at with it right now. So what we've done is we've added the Heim joint, which is going to be normal thread on this end, and on the other end it's going to be a reverse thread.
Now this is the cross bracing that you built.
That's correct.
Okay, but you powder coated all this.
Yes, okay, it's all powder coated.
So to make it look
presentable,
I mean, you open this up and it looks like it was meant to be there.
That's what we want. That's what I think anybody would want from their designer. And so now what we're gonna do is, you want to run around my left side here?
Sure, I love the other side.
Okay, cool. Check this out. So now we're gonna go ahead and position that Heim joint with this, I think it's a 10 millimeter. Sometimes the Heim joints, they get a little bound inside of there, but if you're not using them for a suspension part on like a go-kart or whatnot, you're not gonna have an issue. So then once we get it to our spot, we can pretty much just spin this bad boy and it'll start to extend like it is doing right now, and almost get us to the edge here, which it's going to be pulled on because we want tension on
So what
these
does the cross bracing do for all of this?
Keeps the tension, lateral stiffness, and then not only that, but what you're going to find is that Craig, at some point you're going to be at home and you're going to be like, I got to get in my trunk. Hopefully you don't have a dead battery or something like that, but when this spoiler goes on, we want it to just slide right up into the uprights.
Gotcha.
And if they're tweaked and moved and funny from you running down the track and it pulling different ways, well, you want to be able to adjust that. So if you pull it off and you're like, it kind of does like a thunk, and it kind of, let's say this thing just moves to the side, then you want to come in here and go, okay, well, what happened? It went out to the left, so I can tweak that and it'll bring it in just a little bit, or it'll push it out and it'll get itself centered again. So that's why we have these in place.
I mean, not only for the straight, I mean, not only to make it so that it
so
doesn't
it goes
bound up.
on, and well, that's just the added bonus of it. The other portion is that we're grabbing that corner and we're projecting it to this top end. So when you're coming around the corner and let's say that air for whatever reason is pushing to the side, it can sway. Okay. And we don't want it to sway. We want that thing to be rigid. The whole point of this exercise is make a very rigid spoiler.
Now, on the Lotus Emira GT4, the real cross brace, and I'll show a little picture of it here, the cross bracing's all across the back. So why did you decide to go to both sides of the uprights, if you would?
So we could tweak them.
Okay.
So we could move them.
So not only go side to side, but corner to corner.
Corner to corner. So that way we could bring in, because if they sit like this, right now I feel like they sit not that bad, but they're sitting out. And then if we can pull them in, move them. Because the bottom, it mounts to the bottom and it comes over here. So that means I can move that
all four corners.
From the top. If you're looking at it from the top, you can move all four corners. The front, where my finger points are, that stays pivoted. That stays solid. And then the back can move like this.
Okay.
we can move that.
So it just gave us greater flexibility in the cross bracing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get that in.
As we can see here, we're going ahead, we're putting a nut. From there, we'll be able to tighten this down and we'll be able to spin. Once we spin, we'll lock our nuts down and they will stop it from ever moving again and leave us in our set spot.
Nice.
Easily done.
Now you don't want to do final tightening till you have both of them on?
Yeah, otherwise it'll fight you. Do another marching band thing?
Yeah, no, you got it this time.
All right. I wasn't really into that whole marching band thing.
You didn't like to go to band camp?
No. I had my own band camp at home.
Ah.
Yep, just me and myself.
Edward, the definition of American pie.
Making sure that this threads in well.
Yeah, a little bit of extra powder coating may have gone down the hole.
Yeah, the way you say it sounds extremely weird, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think it's gonna look so subtle now that it's all black. On the Lotus Emira GT4, it's just all silver. It just looks, you know, unfinished.
Unfinished?
Yeah.
If I am correct, that we set it up to be like so. And there's my light in my face, grabbing all.
It's important to remember how you built it.
It is.
Now, you guys can see here, we were still able to keep the factory battery cover in here. So it's not full on industrial in here. Now we're gonna leave out the liner and everything, just keep it nice and clean in here. At least the battery's protected. We'll still have the trickle charger setup that we're gonna talk about a little bit later, so that we don't have to worry about opening the trunk to have the trickle charger.
Can you hold that right there?
Yeah, I can hold that right there.
Hold that right there.
Okay.
And so we're gonna go ahead and push this guy through.
Now you on the Allen bolts that you used, you put them to the inside, make it easier to tighten them and loosen them, correct? So everything's to the inside of the uprights?
That's right.
Just in case you have to ever do any type of maintenance or take it apart, makes it a little bit easier.
We try. The last thing you want to do is design something that's a big pain in the butt. Well, like Craig, you're holding this right here, and we just mounted that down.
Dude, it's not my job to make sure that it gets inside the hole. It's the operator of the man with the pole.
Okay. Well, now that the folks at home know the rules, I'm sure that their Friday nights will be very different.
Exactly. You're in charge of your own pole.
Okay.
That looks very rigid and strong.
Very rigid and strong is what we're going.
All right, now that you got all the cross bracing in, you're going to tighten all four corners?
Yes, sir.
So once those are tight, you don't adjust those, you adjust the poles.
The poles, sir. It's all about the pole position. Hey, you see how that Allen wrench is in there? Like a little crooked? See, we can use this. Straighten it out.
Oh, use that as a parallel.
Mm-hmm. A parallel. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that, Craig.
Do we need to put a level on it?
No, we're not that cool.
Ah.
But we do need to kind of cruise around with this thing over and over and over until we get it.
Yeah, it's a little slow process there.
It's gonna be a slow process. Why don't you guys go get yourself a sandwich, okay?
All right.
Go grab yourself a sandwich or some popcorn or whatever it is that you might need.
I mean, it literally, I think you did better than, well, I can't say it's better because it's not like we engineered anything here, but I think you've made a pretty good representation, if not with a couple of better improvements than the real Lotus Emira GT4. I am super duper happy. That is very, very clean install. There's the cross bracing. That's what it looks like in the trunk. Hey, I still got enough room for a couple bags if I really cared. What's next?
Let's close it down.
Okay.
And let's get our, well, actually we're gonna do a little bit of measuring.
Okay.
Let's do some measuring.
All right.
I want you to stand back here with the folks at home and you tell me when this thing gets straight.
Okay.
Okay?
That assumes that I'm level myself and I have good eyes.
You are not level yourself, sir. I can tell you right now that I feel that this is out too far.
Okay.
And that this is out too far. And I know that these remedy this already, but we'll act like we're all discovering this together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to crank this portion, try and ignore my body being in here, and then just stand back and
all right, which one should I be looking at, the left or the right?
watch the magic. It's going to be this guy.
Okay. That's a little out right now.
It's out, right?
Yep.
Is it moving?
Oh, if I know.
You're a hell if I know. You can't tell.
It's such a subtle movement.
Yeah, it is such a subtle movement. I can.
Yeah, it's still out. Okay, so you, after they're there, you lock them?
Yeah, you're just gonna lock them down. We're not gonna go crazy locking them down because remember, I have to take all this apart again.
For paint.
For paint. Because I gotta get these off.
All right.
And they're not coming off.
So, does that look good?
Yes, yes, it is somewhat better. We'll end up pushing that towards the spoiler itself. And then once they're on there, you're gonna have less stiffness. Put that in your thumbnail.
Yeah. Tell me about what you did here, because you finished the bodywork, but you haven't painted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are we all looking at here?
Oh, we made it to where it's nicer up against the edge here, and then once that is up against the edge, when the spoiler's on, it kind of sits just like so. Okay. So we just kind of curved it around there. We have a bigger gap than what I would want inside of here.
Yeah, but
if I were to have made that thin,
yeah,
the chances of it breaking would be pretty.
And the Lotus Emira GT4, it has a huge gap that's squared off. It's not that rounded and that tight. So I'm super happy with it. Now, what did you use? Is that just body filler or what is that?
It's a fiberglass, a short strand fiberglass filler.
Okay.
So that's short strand fiberglass filler that's basically the same. It's just as strong when used correctly. It's just as strong as your normal fiberglass. Okay. Now, your quarter panels are made out of SMC. The difference between fiberglass and SMC is they're technically the same thing. SMC is made with a lot of talc and very, very fine fibers. But it's like, imagine your guy at the pizza shop and he's slinging the dough. And the dough, once it's heated, it makes the shape of the pie. Well, this is a dough. And when they stick it inside of a machine, that machine closes on it and smushes it into the part. Okay. So all of that dough becomes a part. Once that cures, it kind of heats it up, then it comes out as what you guys, anybody at home has ever cut open some fenders, seen some stuff that's probably what, pre-1985 is when they really went to, yeah, pre-1985 was when they used regular fiberglass, like what we see. You know,
an old Corvette
old Corvettes, and then you see the little hairs and whatnot. This is the white stuff. When you cut it open, it's fiberglass. You can tell it's fiberglass. There's magnets don't stick to it, but it's SMC, and it is fiberglass, but it's done like a big pancake, and you need a big mold to squash it. Gotcha. Can we do that at home? Not without a lot of tooling. You better stamp out, if you're gonna go through that cost, you better stamp out a whole lot of parts.
Yeah, make some money back.
Make the money.
So you molded that, filled that, sanded that, blocked that, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, sir.
And we got
it's got a slight raise.
Yeah.
To come up to it, but nothing too crazy. I would have liked to bring it up and down, but then the issue is that you end up, if you mess with the edge, like if you get too sharp of a point on any bodywork itself, you'll notice everything's usually rounded out. If you get too sharp of a point, it'll crack, or it's just that much easier to chip.
So what's all until next? Like prep it and then paint it?
We're gonna put some primer on here, and then once we've put our primer on there, I wanted to shoot primer yesterday, but I was trying to clean up and get stuff ready. But once we shoot the primer on there, then it'll dry for like a couple of days. Primer has a tendency to shrink, so we let that happen. And then once we've got that primer on there, we'll block sand it, get it to where it's completely straight, exactly the shape we want it. And then from there, we'll pull off that fender. This one's got like 4 bolts hanging. And we're gonna take, or fenders, I keep saying fenders, they're quarter panels. Well, take the quarter panels into the booth and we'll go ahead and shoot them up. Yeah. And we've got a really good match on this color, so we're excited about that. Yeah, we need to have a really good match because we're gonna have to actually blend into this top part, correct? What's next? Let's unlatch this so we can get a good idea of how it's gonna look once it's all set and closed. Because for the people at home, this is kind of like a button it all up. So I want to completely button it up. Let's hang that rear bumper. Gotcha. That way you can see the look with the spoiler and everything. So go ahead and pop this, Craig. Okay. Pop the trunk on your keys, and we're gonna go ahead and close that down and fit our spoiler. Sounds good. We're gonna put on the bumper. We're gonna put on the bumper. For the visual effect. Yes, for visual effects. Craig's gonna do it one-handed. One-handed. One-handed bumper. Yeah. Okay. Don't scratch the quarter panels. Oh yeah. That's. Yeah. Because then we'll have to paint them. Yo, yeah, we don't want to paint those. Don't do that. We haven't cut nothing. You should scratch them on purpose, just for the viewers at home. Yeah. Good thing I have the original ones and can return this to stock. All right, I'm gonna let you set that side and just hold this side. You're gonna be the holder?
I'm the holder.
Craig is the holder.
I don't know what I'm holding.
I don't know, dude, because I'm trying to get this to go on
Onto the exhaust?
onto the exhaust right now, dude, which is harder than anything.
Yeah. You want me to get 2 hands?
No, no, no.
Come on. I thought you were a body man.
Don't rush me.
Don't rush the process.
I'll tell you guys right now, building a car, if you're the owner, you have to have patience. If you're not, you're just gonna piss off a lot of people in the industry.
This stuff is not a quick thing.
Thanks for telling them that, Craig.
What? I'm trying to.
You think they'll listen?
No. I think every customer you have is like, when you done? When you done? When you done?
I don't know what's taking him so long. I'm already done hanging on this side.
Didn't I help you with that, Craig?
No, you didn't. Nobody saw that on the camera.
I swear I helped you with that.
You think that's a good enough temporary hang job?
Temporary hang job.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I would ever hear that term in my life.
You didn't ever know you were going to hear that. So
no.
The exhaust tips. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
That's what the back end looks like. Now you needed me to latch that hood, you said?
Unlatch.
Unlatch.
Yeah.
There we go. Why is only what? You didn't plug in that light, man.
We don't have to plug in that light. We're not going anywhere, Craig.
Hold on.
Everybody watch how a latch opens.
Takes for like two days.
2 days. That is the 2-day process. Soft close, easy open.
Doo-doo-doo. That looks good.
Show them the lines, the body lines.
The body lines are straight.
Body lines.
Gaps look good. You ready to put on this? Go show them what you did to the wang.
Wang, buddy.
All right, show you guys the wang and everything that Edward has done to this wang.
Lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of fabrication that went into what is this final product. And Edward, do you want to explain to us what I put you through?
Sure.
And how you modified what was meant to go basically a completely different way and reused it to make it work for what going into these GT4 wing risers that are from the actual race car.
Okay.
Even though the wang was the GT4 aftermarket version.
That's right. All right. So to start with what Craig put me through. Okay, so what I've done here is, so you can obviously tell that we grafted out this portion so that way we could get ourselves a hanger mount. Now our hanger mount,
which I'll show the prefabricated version, a little picture right here. This is Edward's final product, fully powder coated.
yes. So that's gonna fit inside of here, and we're gonna have our bolts go down inside of there.
Now,
right?
why was that so hard? Because on the original GT4 one, this is not as long, and there's not as flat a surface. So this is actually hand curved, correct?
Right, right. Yeah, it's curved. It's all made out of steel.
Yeah.
So all of that is steel fabricated here, and then it's threaded, so that way we don't have to have some cumbersome bolts. You'll find that that's probably going to be a repeating thing with me. I do not like nuts sticking out the side or bolts areas sticking out the side, which brings me to this piece.
Okay, that's a big cap. Is that a, what is that?
This is the cap that's going to reside on the underside of it. So the original bolts that went to the spoiler were 2 right here, and those 2 bolts, I'm going to show you what we had left over. Once we filled those 2 bolts, we ended up with that
You got
area.
that big hole, right?
Right, exactly. So that area back there was where the other 2 bolts were supposed to go.
When the manufacturer left it this way, this is
Right,
not
right.
a hole that you
it's not
created.
gonna matter. Yeah, it's not gonna matter to us because that's gonna get covered. Matter of fact, I think I have the wrong one. Let me get
left and right is important.
Yeah, left and right is very important. So I'm gonna set this over here.
Okay, so let's look at this. You built these with so you could things could thread into them.
That's correct.
And you built this to fill that hole that was underneath.
So it stays centered.
And so this basically allows this whole thing to secure together.
Exactly.
And that way we're not dealing with, you know, how are we gonna make it fit? And so it's literally just a steel cap underneath.
Right.
So with all this fabrication going on the top here, you're probably wondering, this was all carbon before. And so we had to make some decisions. I had to make some decisions, and you know, I had to decide, you know, how we were going to make this work. Edward was telling me what he could and couldn't do, to make this rigid and strong and fit onto that. And so ultimately we left exposed carbon on the entire gurney. You guys can see that line there, okay? And then it's 100% what?
I didn't know this was called a gurney.
Yes, it's a gurney flap from a racer who created it. His last name was Gurney.
Can we call it something different?
Dan Gurney was the most versatile racing driver of his era. He was the first of only 3 drivers in history to win races in Formula One, NASCAR, IndyCar, and sports cars. Dan Gurney left his mark off the track too, designing a device on the rear wing that increased downforce called the gurney flap.
No, it's a gurney.
We really have to call it a gurney flap
this is
from now on?
Sure. So, okay, we'll call it a flick, whatever you want to call it.
Gurney flick?
No, just a flick. Flip over the wing.
Okay.
I want to show them where you left carbon, where you didn't leave carbon, where you painted. So yeah, this whole entire under thing, everything is still carbon fiber. So from an underneath perspective, the sides, and then again, we have a nice clean jet black line right there. So, and the reason that was not a big deal to me was we are going to, at some point, not immediately, there's going to be some type of livery on the top of the wing.
That's right.
So
it's going to say Dr. Float.
Yeah, no, it's not going to say Dr. Float Lotus.
It's going to say Eddie Rocks.
Yeah, it's going to say something. But look at that. I mean, that looks...
That's
OEM.
Clean. It's clean.
EOM, Edward Original Manufacturing.
Can I finally explain my MacBook Air?
Sure.
Okay, because I don't think you got it the first time.
No, I did not.
Okay, so before when we made this out of steel, it sat there and it had, let's say, like about 4 mil. It stood about 4 mil tall, the whole thing, right? And when I say mil, I should say millimeters. Because mil and millimeters are 2 different things, but it stood about 4 millimeters tall, and it was just kind of blocky. And so what I did was, as I created that, I just gave it a little bit of filler on the top and a little bit of filler on the sides. So this is all fiberglass resin, right? Or fiberglass filler. But I gave it that amount, and I gave it that look. I don't know if you guys ever remember, but there was a MacBook Pro and there was a MacBook Air. And they had the Pro, and then Steve Jobs or whoever it was, they said, we're gonna give you something thinner. And in fact, if it wasn't thinner, it's just that the edges tapered to make it look thinner. And anybody with an actual caliper that had any depth to it could see that the notebooks were really, really similar. So I use that when I'm designing stuff so that I can make things look more sleek when I do need a lot of strength.
And that's going to be completely underneath. You're not even going to see it.
You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it.
Even if we do something back here on the back right here, you're still not going to see those caps. It's just going to look like part of...
If you got that wing all the way up, you're going to see those caps.
Yeah, but I mean, they look badass, actually.
Yeah, it's going to look really cool from the back, especially when you're like, what are those 2 black things underneath?
Yeah, what are they for? All right.
Yeah, when they should be watching your brake light.
Now, this is where the problem was. Remember, guys, we did not have the OEM Lotus Emira GT4 wing brackets, and they wouldn't have fit anyways on this aftermarket wing. So
this is all true.
That is 100% custom, and I think Edward did a freaking incredible job. That is just, I mean, look at that fit and finish.
That's all hand wheeled cut. There's no CNC to that.
We are not going to be able to manufacture this, but if you want to contact Edward and have him build something custom like this for you, you can spend a lot of money, but it's really good work, so it's worth it. We went and bought some aftermarket specialty titanium hardware. Just to kind of finish it off, dress it off. So let me show you guys what we got here. We've got some really nice Torx anodized black titanium bolts that we're going to be using on the wing. So Amazon,
bro.
But they work.
Amazonians.
Look at that. That looks sweet. So if our audience of Lotus owners wants this setup, we could actually do it, except for one problem.
What's the problem?
We only have the one set of OEM GT4 wing risers.
Oh, this is true.
Unless you were going to manufacture these, which we probably could, but if you've got some, we can build this for you as well.
I'm sure we can make something that's close.
Yeah, but it's not real.
It's not real, Craig.
Mine has this one of one will have some semblance of real. It's 50% real, kind of.
I don't think 50%.
No, not 50%.
No.
35.
20.
20.
It's only the freaking swan-necks. Everything
but
else.
In spirit, with the chassis mounted cross bracing, It's the same in spirit.
If you want spirit, you have spirit.
I know it's a GT4 clone. I'm not thinking I have a Lotus Emira GT4 race car, but
I'm not a purist. I don't care.
In all actuality, I think this is pretty damn nice.
You know what would be even nicer?
What?
If you grab that yellow microfiber and let's clean this off. It looks so dusty compared to the top of this spoiler.
Yeah.
Right? It's clean. Uh-oh, no bite there. Need a longer one.
Because of this curve, guys, we're probably gonna have to have a little bit different thickness of bolts for the back. So we'll fix that. We'll order another one.
One size does not fit all.
It does fit for 3 of them. So when I take this off, this will all stay on.
Yes. Once it's locked down, it doesn't get separated. And the cool part is that for the people at home, we'll cue you in on a little secret. You want to talk to your friends while you're drinking by the pool, you can tell them, you know those bolts didn't even bite because they weren't long enough. And then you guys can laugh at us.
Yeah, and we'll get some.
As of right now, we're not applying any downforce to it.
Final fitment.
Yeah, final fitment. So we're gonna have to this is all making, you guys are on this journey with us. We're making sure that this thing fits perfectly. Yeah.
As good as we can.
Edward says this is a 2-man job, so I gotta help him. So.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'll be coming in with a tin of titanium bolts.
Bolts. Allen.
Allens. Yes. Very nice.
Very nice. All right, right now we're in the down position. Edward just has one in there. We're on the lower position. Now, putting on the other side. Like I said, this was final assembly.
Yeah.
It's his first time.
This is the first time this thing's never...
Yeah, when it comes on and off, those threads will get a little bit
Once we
more cleared out.
there.
That's why we are not using power tools.
No. It's also got to grab the other side of the plate that I've threaded by hand as well. It's in the thread.
Nice.
Okay. Take this one. See if I can't get this one to bite.
So as you can see, because we have the thread, it's already threaded in the actual bracket. There's no bolt that needs to actually go on the opposite side. That one actually goes through a little bit. This one, okay.
No. They're just not tightened.
Oh, they're not tightened all the way yet.
Yeah, when they bottom out at the same
length.
And I can cut them back.
Dude, that is so clean. You know what's so funny about this is that you made it still functional. It's like if we do hit the track,
yeah, you can lift it.
We can lift it up into all 3 of the Lotus Emira GT4 positions. Now, I never ever want hydraulic, what do you call that? Automatic aero.
Oh yeah.
Because there's just too many things that can break on it. I'm okay with fixed aero, but I love aero. The fact that you made this bracket to the Lotus Emira GT4 upright, and it is still 100% functional is so kick-ass.
Thank you, sir. We do the best we can, sir.
We found one little thing, so we're gonna have to shave a little bit in here.
Easily fixable.
Easily fixable. Yeah, so when this bolt comes up, it's not able to go all the way in. For the purposes of the video, we're gonna leave it hung on the one bolt on this side, but
we're not gonna lie to you guys either.
We're not gonna lie, yeah.
Make all this.
Not gonna lie, Felicia.
Way too easy.
That's one little adjustment we have to do, but that's what this was about, was final fitment. So, what do you guys think? I'm so overwhelmed that this was a vision that I had. This man made that vision come true. I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely crazy. And now we're gonna put on the end plates, which are humongous.
Yeah, there's some big end plates.
There's some big end plates, but my vision is the Lotus Emira GT4 for the street. These are the same exact size, and whew, that's big.
That's a whale. That's a whale of an end cap, I tell you right there.
Yep, we're gonna have to put something on that.
Like?
GT4? Or
put a peanut butter and jelly
Dr.
sandwich.
Flo Creations.
Ooh. Now I like where you're going with this.
We are gonna get some new anodized titanium bolts for this, because that is not the quality of that.
No.
So we're definitely gonna want to do that. So
why don't we paint these bolts? No, because if you stick something over it, it's gonna stay. Paint them the same color as a car.
Oh, blue? Like little blue dots?
It'd be kind of cool. Something.
Maybe. One end plate in. Edward's putting on the other. Oh, dude.
Like it.
Ah, yeah. That's a kitchen table right there. That's a bar counter. Where are we gonna go for lunch with that?
Let's do lunch.
Should we leave it carbon? Should we put some kind of livery here? What do you guys think? Tell us down in the comments what we should do, but that's freaking unreal. That's definitely a whale tail. Okay, we had to stand back here because that is holy crap.
I like it when you get this way, Craig.
It's like
it makes me feel like I did what I was done to do. Man.
You were worried that I was gonna be like, nah, it's
exactly. Oh my gosh, guys.
You need to walk around that.
Yeah, well, my camera, I don't think I have a big enough angle to get the whole freaking kitchen table in, dude. Half the audience is gonna be like, I hate it. It's too big. It's not made for the Lotus Emira. You're messing with the lines. Yes, I am messing with the lines, but I want the look of the Lotus Emira GT4 on the street, dude. That is, I'm sorry. That's so badass. I'm so sorry. I'm super happy, but yeah, we knew. All right, I had to give you guys a top-down view. That's gonna get painted. Don't stress on it. I'm not stressed. I'm stressed on it, but you got no idea. I am so freaking happy. That looks menacing, dude. Tell us what you guys think down in the comments below. Is my idiot dream coming true? I hope so. This Lotus Emira GT4, I'm super excited. I'm super happy.
Oh God, I didn't expect that, Chris.
I know you didn't expect it. I wanted your reaction.
All on his own, dude. Yeah, you're excited about
visions come true.
They do.
And with people like you.
Well, thank you.
My mind. You're smart. This is badass. I don't care what y'all think. Put your comments down below, good or bad. I don't care. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
I think it looks good. It looks really
good. The stuff we have planned for the Lotus Emira GT4 street build. Guys, I know we're not the fastest channel in building cars and all that, but we ain't got the deepest pockets, and he's got a day job making real money, and I don't have endless supplies of money. This is incredible. I'm super happy. Thank you guys for joining along the journey. I can't wait for what's next. I'm gonna take the car back for a couple of days, drive it.
This. You should see what this feels like.
I need to see what the wheels feel like, getting alignment done. Obviously, we gotta get paint, so next weekend,
yes,
pick it up, and we're super excited. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you, Edward, for everything that you've done.
Anytime, brother.
There was ever a better time to subscribe to see what's next and what's, the crazy ideas that we come up with. This won't be the only car build we have. We have some other plans for some other stuff for later this year, but make sure you subscribe, like, share with your friends. Tell everybody that Dr. Flo knows what he's doing, because this is a badass creation. A full mesh up between OEM race car and aftermarket. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later.